that man down and ask him questions like, how long am I waiting for you for? Because hello everyone, you are welcome to another episode of No Gray Areas with Sazzy. How are you all doing? If you are new here, you are super welcome to this channel. And to my old and returning subscribers, I just want to say that you all are the real deal. Today, we want to talk about the challenges of distant relationship. And yes, you are welcome to another gospel by Sazzy. Number one is communication barriers. And it is very hard for people to actually communicate when they share a different time zone. It is doable, it is possible. But for one to actually fix their schedule to fit into everybody's systems and times makes it a bit difficult. I know that for you to have a successful relationship, you must have to be deliberate about communicating. You must have to be deliberate about keeping in touch with your significant other. You will have to be an intentional person. You will have to be a committed person in that relationship for you to keep it functional, for you to keep it effective, and for you to make your rota suitable for both parties to communicate effectively. For instance, a woman that is age 25 is letting go of her relationship because the man is relocating to another clime to start a new life and promising her that he's coming back again for him to get married to her. You need to ask that man questions. Girl, sit that man down and ask him questions like, how long am I waiting for you for? Because I have seen people that have waited for their partners for 8 years, 7 years, 6 years, and everything ended up taking a nosedive. And for the married people, you need to discuss, how long are you going to come back to visit us? When are we coming over to meet up with you? When are the children coming over? When are you coming? But when are we joining you? So you will not sit down there waiting and wasting your life away. And before we know it, you're jumping from one church to the next church. You are taking Holy Communion. You're breaking bread. You're taking holy water. You are doing everything. You are dropping mantle on your head. You are dropping tithes. You are dropping offerings. You are sowing seed of faith. Listen up. Don't put yourself in a situation that you will not come out of. So dear brother, dear sister, you had better talk to that person. Are you sure I should wait for you? How long do I wait for you? I'm not fit to the prayer. I cannot do prayer of agreement for 10 years. I cannot do prayer of agreement for 20 years. No, I'm not going for no therapy. After 3 years, I'm not seeing any psychologist. I want us to get married. I want us to live in the same city. Say it as raw as you will want to say it, so that the other person will not feel like all these things were not communicated and they are busy walking in the clouds. Another challenge could also be loneliness that could also emanate from limited physical presence. Yes, because you are far apart from each other, you don't get to see yourselves all the time. I understand that we can Skype, I understand that we can do the WhatsApp call, video calls, but trust me, sometimes that does not do the complete job. Whether we like it or not, there is something physical touch does to every human being. There is a void that physical touch fills in. And I am not just talking about the sexual part of it. You want this person to be there when you are down, when you are excited. You know, there are certain good news you want to share with this person and you want to see their emotions. You want to see them burst into emotions. That is exactly what you want to feel. But this challenge of distance hampers or hinders that expression from actually taking place. I have heard stories of people that dabbled into a lot of terrible habits because of the void that the absence of their partners created in them. Some of them dabbled into pornography, some of them dabbled into gambling, some of them dabbled into cheating, some of them dabbled into drinking and getting drunk all the time, some of them dabbled into a lot because this person is not present just to give you a hug, just to hold you, just to say it's gonna be alright, just to hold your hands and kumbaya through life together, just to know that this person is there. It becomes a major challenge. Another challenge is also the challenge of trust. You see, because there is distance between the two of you, you begin to question what the person does. They take a picture and you begin to ask, who is that girl? Who is that guy? Why is that person smiling so sheepishly with you? Why is that lady so comfortable holding you that way? Why is that guy so comfortable holding you that way? innocent thing will begin to mean a huge thing before this person, because you are not there. You do not know the dynamics that they share in their relationship. You begin to question yourself. The person doesn't pick your call, you question it because there's no trust. Your call is on call waiting. There is also another problem with it. You call them back again and they say, oh, sorry, I was on a call. And you begin to question that call. You begin to question who were you talking with? Why were you on the phone for so long with the person? It's a whole lot of brouhaha that goes down in this situation. I tell you, I have heard and seen situations where a man that is somewhere in the West promising 4 different ladies marriage. Yes, a lady busy promising 4 or 5 different men marriage. Oh, wait for me, I'm coming back. And they are busy taking from them. They are busy taking their money. They are busy setting their lives up with another person's money. These people are there working hard, sending their finances back home, or sending their finances to wherever, or even from back home, sending to the West to support these people. And these people are busy lounging away, busy jumping from one person's car to the next person's car, enjoying their life. I have met people that were in marriages, and because of distance, they had to get a divorce. They could not manage the pain of that distance. They could not endure the torture of not seeing their spouse. They could not endure the challenge that came with the absence, the void that they were feeling. So that destroyed the marriage. How much more a relationship when you are not married and you're busy waiting for this person? What is the guarantee that they are coming back for you? What is the guarantee that they are not even married and settled over there, whatever country or whatever continent that they are in the world? What is the guarantee? So this is exactly where you see that trust begins to play a huge role in determining whether this is right or this is wrong, whether this is going to be functional or this is going to be dysfunctional. Another challenge could be jealousy and insecurity. Oh yes, I tell you what, the absence of your significant other can trigger a feeling of insecurity. It can trigger a feeling of jealousy because the person is not there. Yes, you are also questioning them. What's going on? Oh, maybe you've seen somebody better than me. Oh, I know you have seen the beautiful ladies out there. Oh, the curvy ladies, the shapy ladies. I know you are seeing the dark, tall, and handsome people with broad chests. Oh, the ones that are have their 6 packs going for them. So it is a problem. Yes, anybody's gonna feel that way. I can only imagine how one feels when you begin to see a constant face or a regular face taking pictures and videos with your significant other. You need to open up to this man, open up to this lady. I feel jealous, I feel insecure. I see fine guys around me. I can see fine ladies around me. I don't know, but with what I'm seeing, I'm feeling like you are no more there for me. You're not down for me. With the way I see them, you may not come back for me. So can I move on? Is it okay for me to move on? Let everybody know. If your families are aware that both of you had something and at the moment it is not working, speak to your families and let them know that this distance is already creating a big elephant in the room that both of you cannot see eye to eye. So you come, resolve it, and see how to move forward. Another challenge could also be financial ripoff. Yes, in this situation, there are people that have invested in their relationships financially and they ended up being broken, battered, and destroyed. Listen, don't fall into that trap. Before you know it, this girl is shouting, "My God, don't pay, shout hallelujah." You don't want to be seen as a maga. Be very sure before you're taking your money and sending it to somebody that does not even rate you. Before you're taking your money and sending it to a girl that does not value you, that is not even invested and committed in that relationship. Man, you don't want to be heartbroken. There are some women that are even somewhere in the Western world supporting their other half, supporting their partners, breaking a back off, jumping from one shift to another shift, looking for how to send money back to this man to start up his fantastic business idea, not knowing that his fantastic business idea are the girls back home, hooking up with different girls and wasting your money wasting your hard-earned money because they are seeing you as a cash cow. And stories I have heard of men working back in the West, sending money to their wives, and their wives are busy having sugar babies, sugar boy, pets, and everything, using their husband's money to have their baby boys that are busy servicing them. Yes, this is the reality that we need to talk about. Another challenge of distant relationship is emotional detachment. Now, when you are far from a person, you find it hard to connect emotionally, especially when there is already a challenge of communication, especially when there is already a challenge of touch, of loneliness, of isolation. Before you realize it, you're beginning to detach emotionally. Before you realize it, you're beginning to doubt whether you are truly and really in love with this person anymore. And it brings these statements to life: out of sight is out of mind. You see, another thing is the fact that this person begins to feel indebted to you. This person begins to feel like, I've made this lady to wait for so long. Her years have gone by. I've made this guy stay for so long. He has invested emotionally into me, and now I am even detached emotionally. How do I tell him that I'm no more interested? You feel that this person being away from you is pulling you back. The other person feels like this person being away from them is pushing them forward. So we begin to clash. We begin to have serious face-off. We begin to butt heads unnecessarily. And then you come to ask yourself, is this even worth it? Is this relationship even headed anywhere? Is this even going to work? Why don't I just let this person go like a butterfly? I know how beautiful a butterfly may seem, but trust me, keeping a butterfly in your palm when they are supposed to flap their wings and fly becomes a big challenge. This is honestly a big deal, and that is the reason why both parties need to actually come together and be honest about themselves. They need to take a realistic view about their situationship. Another downside as well could be paternity fraud. Yes, there has been a situation where men come back home, they think that, they had something with their wives, not knowing that these women have been busy giving themselves away so people can use them. Not knowing that they have been having children for other people. A lot of men have had a hard shocker along the way that their children were never theirs because they've been far away, working their ass off, looking for how to support their families, their wives, their children, and these women have been dashing off themselves to other men and enjoying their lives. Listen, man, I need to tell you, come closer. If your heart is telling you something, listen to your heart. If there is something you are worried about, you need to see it through. You need to sit down with your significant other, with your wife, and ask salient questions. So yes, paternity fraud is another big challenge with distant relationships or distant marriages. Finally, successfully navigating through a long distance relationship will require both parties to sit down together and ask themselves salient questions. Talk about communication, talk about jealousy, talk about trust, talk about isolation, talk about life journey in the process. Look at it and ask yourself, can we go through this challenge and conquer it? Are we committed to each other to stay in this process regardless of how long this is going to carry along for? Because shared experiences actually play a crucial role in deepening the connection of partners, so we don't look like we have wasted our entire years working and investing in the wrong people. So yes, if there is any other challenge that distance actually poses to any relationship, I will love you to drop it in the comment section so we can learn from each other. And please don't forget to like, share, drop your comment, and turn on post notification so you will be the first to be notified when we upload a new video. See you next time on another episode of No Gray Areas with Sazzy. Stay blessed and bye.